Hello everyone and welcome to Gundam Week 4, joined again by the man himself, Becca, who hopefully will come through this time. Apparently he's not coming through. I love Discord so much. Oh, that's why. Why is the output device set to that? Okay, try again now, Becca. Let's get this working.
Moin.
There we go.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Like I said, we have a small event today, just 6 players, still 3 rounds of Swiss, but I don't think it will be any less fun.
Yeah. So like game 1 we have Dino Dast and Levi.
Yes, you need to share, by the way.
That I do. I'm just trying to get a lot of stuff set up. Luckily they have not started just yet. I should have started this before. Nope, that's the wrong Discord. Heck it. Just... There we go.
Thank you very much.
And now, game start. They are getting set up. Whew, just about.
Yeah, let it rip. Oh, wrong game, sorry.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Alright, so what are we thinking we're going to see around 1? Levi, known for rush, and just playing fast.
Levi is probably not playing his decks for the Eagles playoff, which happens next week for people who didn't know. So I'm not expecting him to be on a rush for the players, so he's probably just playing rush today.
So expect some rush. Dino I think was a... I failed to choose a green Enjoyer. I'm not sure if he pairs that with...
Like he started on green right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking we'll see some green, but I'm not sure if he'll stick with white or if we'll see him moving over. Like green red's been really popular. Oh, probably green white with a overflowing start.
He should rest his resource, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. I didn't quite catch what that was pitched. Because that is a lot of glare.
I think it was a path.
Yeah, I couldn't quite make it out with the glare. But yeah, Levi playing Strike Dagger, so maybe not rush.
Yeah, it's probably blue-white.
Yeah, though, Dino came out pretty strong, though. Elfrith is just such a good counter for cards like Strike Dagger.
Also, like, if Levi's on blue-white, it's not that important for him to get swings in, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, but it's just been very good as a, like, slowing down. Especially if, like, playing blue-white, Elfrith is a godsend, because it does shut down all the faster decks to let you stabilize.
But looking... Oh, Devil Body. Okay, so he's... That was not in Levi's list last week. Levi is actually not on Elfrith, at least for the last few events he wasn't.
Yeah.
So the Devil Body makes me think that he's probably on a bigger rebuild engine, because he's usually just a Weasel Enjoyer.
Let's go. It was super interesting seeing how the introduction of Elfrith led to the rise of, Rizel being put in more decks. Even over Strike Dagger.
Yeah.
Just because it just gets rid of Elfrith and still survives.
Strike Dagger's also just a bad card in my opinion, but...
Yeah, I think for me it's one of those cards. It's a card where I say it is okay.
What is that discard? Okay, what is Levi cooking?
So we see a Witch and the Bride. Are we gonna see some Academy action? We're seeing a letter. Is this Academy?
It's just mono white.
Mono white code. I wanna see more Academy cards.
I know you want to.
I want even if people just play for the meme, I want to see a good player playing Academy. I can't do it in the tournament myself, because I'm here saying, hello, you.
At least you got the rebuild now, which is a very good card in my opinion.
Yeah, rebuild feels like it's a one-off I would put in a deck.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's probably because I when I'm building decks, I can get very set in my ways. And especially when I've been playing blue-white, it feels really weird trying to cut a lot of stuff. You know, for all the things and trying to justify it.
So many 2-drops for Levi here.
Yeah. It might not be a full rush, but he's still playing it at heart by just going wide.
Yep.
Pitches overflowing. I really want to say that pitching all these commands is we are going to see the rebuild, most likely.
Like, Levi is usually not on Soletta or Devil Body. So, like, I'm really expecting there to be, like... Last week he was on 2 rebuilds, so at least that, maybe even more.
Yeah, but we do see the Death Scythe come out. Again, Death Scythe is a trade monster. It just says... You need to... It's basically a 4-for-2 card, I think.
Yeah, it's at least 3-for-2.
Yeah.
But also rams you.
Yeah, it is a insanely powerful card, I think. I want to say... Part of me wants to say the Death Scythe link is stronger than Wing Link. Just because of how much value it can get you.
The link itself, probably yes, yeah. Wing is just a better standalone card.
If you just put them on the field, Wing is the better card. But when it's like you link with it, I do think Death Scythe stands above because they can't get around it with a lot of oh, I'm gonna unforeseen incident. I'm going to Kira Yamato because can't be DP reduced.
And another 2-drop. What is this list from Levi?
It's 2-drop central.
Yes. Like I said, he's probably not on Alfred, but what's he also not playing? Has he maybe cut the...
I don't know. Well, we've also not seen.
Engine?
We've also not seen any block. Have we seen? I don't think we've seen any blockers on his side either, have we?
No, Levi is usually maybe on. Oh, maybe he cut a support. That could be.
Yes, like I don't think we've seen him.
Levi is pretty low early game blockers in general.
Yeah. Man, this Dino is just going through his deck.
It's not the worst situation for Dino here.
I think he forgot to ramp, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he probably did some maths in his head with the ramp in mind. And then, as he's started doing stuff, he's gone, hang on a second.
I mean, there's no reason not to swing here, right?
Yeah.
But still, not the best board state for Dino. It probably just depends on the next 1 or 2 turns. How this game swings.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would swing... I'm not sure I would swing the Elfrith. Yeah, I think he's feeling a little pressured having to go for it a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless he plays another one out.
Probably just wins the long game, so swing here actually makes a lot of sense.
True.
Could get punished by a Kira link here though.
Yeah, Kira, like a Kira would be. Yeah, this is definitely looking at a rebuild right now. Is he's checking for his commands.
see what happens now. Exact stats on reboot again. It's a 5-4 hit.
Yeah, I would have liked to see. I think they would prefer the rebuild to be a 4-5 rather than a 5-4. Myself.
Yeah, like that's also one of the things that makes the wing so good. It just has a big butt.
Yeah.
Like 5 trades really well unpiloted against anything else that's unpiloted.
Yeah, especially on the side of blockers as well, because most blockers are 4-4.
I mean, even non-blockers like 4 attack is
Yeah.
usually the maximum.
Yeah, we're staring down at a Rizal.
Oh my god!
There's Michaelis.
What is this deck, Levi?
Oh, this is based. He knows he has the 4. See, I knew there were so many commands. I knew there was some academy shenanigans happening. Is this
I think it's just not on Gundam Amuro in this deck?
Ooh, hits the base with shields
That's a rough
though.
hit.
Slows it down.
Maybe he has another pilot.
Yeah, I think this is him playing into the Michaelis as well and enabling that, because he knows he can then pick some stuff back up with the rebuild and then play it out again, get his buffs back.
Yeah, I like the idea of the random command engine with a lot of targets for the rebuild, but I'm not sure that I like the Witch and the Bride.
Yeah, Witch and the Bride. I think the issue is just the strength of bounce isn't that high compared to a lot of other types of removal we have.
Yeah, just takes the very good trade here, kind of to be expected.
Oh, and we
He
do
has the pilot.
see the pilot. The Dano's not immediately done it, so yeah, there we go. I saw him not immediately grab the base. So I think he...
I know the unforeseen incident enjoyer.
Yeah. I do think it's more worth the unforeseen for trades rather than going against the base.
Yeah, but I think he had to do it here,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I think if he didn't like he is lost and he loses next turn. We're gonna see Death Scythe come out. We're gonna see the duo. Yep.
That's the minimum requirement he had here. Oh,
We see
that's
another
pretty much
Elfrith.
optimal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because now we can clear 2 things.
Forgot to ramp again.
Yeah, so now we can clear 2 things. You can trade away against the Rizal with the Elfrith as well.
Yeah, I think you just wing into the Michaelis again.
Yeah, swing into Michaelis. He still survives that with duo. I'm fairly sure, so he still gets 2 for. So he's still going pretty positive with it.
Yeah.
He's getting good trades. The only issue is Levi is playing blue and has played 2 show resolves, so his hand is still very healthy.
Did he play them both or did he pitch one of them?
He played them both.
Okay.
If you pitch a show resolve, I think that's just a misplay.
It actually depends on the matchup. Against aggro, you just pitch it.
And
True.
against green decks, you also have this spot a lot of the times where you just are not allowed to play it because of temporaries.
True. Guess the white base going.
It's also rough for Dino
Yeah.
because he needs to handle the board.
Yeah, I think he needs to block this. I think this gets blocked. Because they trade out. This will take out the
Go for the trade
base.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, like, the death sites have done their job, I think, of, you know, getting trades. So he's been going massively positive. So I think that death scythe took out 5 cards. So that was like a 5 for 2. It was either 4 or 5. It was either 4 or 5. I can't remember if it took out other links itself. Yeah, those show results have definitely done work for Levi, though. It is. Is why blue is probably going to be like one of the strongest colours, I reckon, in the first set. Because blue is the card advantage engine.
Yeah, they're pretty much the only one. Like, we have 2 card advantage engines, and they're both in blue.
Yep.
Like, the rebuild in theory is also like card advantage, right? But the issue is that all the commands you can get back in white are usually just a -1.
They're -1, or they go even for overflowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Sword strike. Yeah, if he has the Kira in hand, then he can get rid of the. He gets rid of the token.
Knowing him, he could also. Oh no, it's not Levi. Just got confused for a second.
Yeah.
Is that the 3rd or the 4th death side?
That was. I think that's the 3rd death scythe.
Oh my god.
There it is. Yeah. So he
He
should.
has the Kira.
So yeah. So he should be able to bounce out the token because you swing, you reduce his AP. No,
Well,
he's
it's
he's misplayed.
or
He's misplayed. You can't. No, he can't. You can bounce up with the link. You can bounce up to 4 HP because the Kira trigger and the Sword Strike trigger happen at the same time. So you Kira. So you use.
HP, not AP.
Oh, is it HP? Did I misread it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I misread it, then that's on me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just put it up. It's HP.
Okay. I misread it earlier then. Whoopsie. Fake caster, fake fan. I don't know the game.
You're just a TCG player.
True.
Don't
True. The more I get wrong, the more I prove I'm a TCG player, so the better I'll do at tournaments.
Exactly. That's how it works. Still a weird game state for Levi.
Yeah.
I mean, he could just clear the base here and raid with the sword, right? Because the base is damaged.
Yeah, I think that would be a smart thing to do, otherwise the sword can just start generate. Again, the sword is very good at just saying no.
Yeah, still, like, not looking the best for Levi here.
Yeah, it's also to say because Levi, I think, has the card advantage in hand. But if none of them are links, then he's kind of in a little bit of trouble. And if Dano can follow like all of this up with another link, and there's no more bases in his shield area, then oof. I'm imagining this going into sword. Yep, just clears out. I will say, I think the rebuild would come in clutch here.
Yes. Oh, another white base is actually not horrible.
Yeah, true. He's able to refresh his hand, generate another unit. Definitely good getting that away from the sword strike, otherwise his stuff would just be disappearing.
Oh.
Yeah, and then just says...
Another 2/2 drops, and now Dino is just dead on board if he can.
Yeah, if he...
The board here.
Oh, wing hero. That'll definitely...
Basically exactly what he needed.
Yeah, so now he needs
Another
to...
link would win him the game here.
But he only has one card in hand.
Yeah, that's kind of hard then, I guess.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, swings through Rizal. I think that's probably... swinging through that on Michaelis was definitely the chance. They both have four. Yeah. And this needs...
Doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, this needs to go through the token. Yep.
Yeah, one of them. It doesn't really matter which one of those, right?
Yeah, and then he just swings. Then he can just swing at shields and say go. Like this needs to swing.
He needs to swing shields.
Yeah, he needs a swing. It's a. He's probably trying to think about his next turn currently. But I think if he just passes here, then I think he loses. Because again, he's just a link. Because he's a link away.
I think he's thinking about like what happens if he hits the pilot.
No, he just passes. Yeah, he's just. I think he's.
That's one of the.
It's a rough thing.
A lot of players. No, yeah, it's a thing. A lot of players need to learn. Players
Restraints.
need to know when to play for, how to like play for the win, and not play for not losing. Like that's a big skill you need to have.
Yeah, it's so position where I'm always in like half a mind is going. I both want to swing at a kind of get myself in the strongest position and use all my units, and also going. I don't want to give them a pilot or a base that could then give them a pilot.
Now he can't win on the next turn. Definitely, Levi has another white base here, which is of course very strong.
Yeah,
he will probably just dumps out a bunch of units, put lethal on board, and now Dino doesn't even have like a top deck out.
Yeah.
Because he would have died to a link anyway, right?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like probably get the swing off because he puts himself in a position if he gets a link to win.
I think that's the fourth strike, right?
Yeah.
He also pitched one.
Possibly two bases in hand? Is Levi just drawn bases out the wazoo?
It could be pilots.
True, but just mismatched for the link.
Then there's nothing here, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is probably just over.
Yes, swings.
Maybe another unforeseen.
Unforeseen wouldn't do anything now. Hero. Yeah, that's game. That was a good game. That was nice and close. I do love a good close game.
Really interesting deck from Levi's side here.
Yeah,
like very temporary, aggressive blue-white deck.
Yeah, we don't see much.
We have not seen a single blocker from his side.
Yeah, because we usually as well we just see. And that looks like that was the last game as well. We usually just see like blue-white control. We don't see many fast decks. it's all about how much defense can I play. Like, I need to play my Zowars, I need to play my Elfriths. Where's my Perfects and Isle Strikes? And then you just win with card advantage, playing as many show resolves as you can, and just outvaluing your opponents.
So this round is now over. Round 2 will start in about 4 minutes.
Yeah, just give players a couple minutes to get those things ready. The funny thing is with the lower player count this week as well, there's a chance we only see one more round, which will be a little bit sad. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I love that saying.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, good first game. But Levi just again showing why he's won the first two. He's an extremely good player.
Yeah, obviously. He's one of the best players in the world currently, I'd say, if not the best player.
That is very high praise indeed.
Even if I've only lost once to him so far.
Trying to beat you, say he's the best player. But yeah, I beat him a bunch. Just trying to beat yourself up, I see.
I'm confident in my play most of the time.
I'm less confident in my play, more stubborn that I will say, I'm going to do well. Therefore, I will do well. I will say, I say I will play terribly, I will feel like I played terribly, yet I will still win. I'm like, yeah, I played kind of bad. But hey, you know, what happens, happens. Yeah, just like another minute or two before next pairings go live.
Yep. I'm so nervous for the Eagles event.
Yeah, I think it's understandable.
Can't wait to just lose round 1.
Yeah, I think the issue is with that tournament, if people just lose round 1, they're just going to drop instantly. Which I think
it's a single elimination, I think.
Oh, is it just a tournament bracket single Elim?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
It's just. Oh, okay.
But it's best of 3.
So you have a chance.
Yeah.
So it's a best of 3, unless you're blue-white, in which case, welcome back, best of 1.
I usually don't go to time with blue-white.
Now, blue-white mirrors, though.
But 3 games could be rough, depending.
That's what I mean. The blue-white mirror can go a while. Next time we have Zonda and Levi on table 1.
Pairings are up now and could be gone for a minute or 2. Shortly, just so you know.
That is fine by me. The Zonda being one of our resident tabletop simulator players.
The only one today.
The only one today.
Was Zonda just on Rush variant again? He likes the more mid-rangey Rush style decks, I'd call them.
Yes, we are moving over to round 2. Let me just try and fix the round timer properly. As there we go. Nice and over. To round 2! Let's go! Yeah, I think you're right. Zonda probably playing on his rush list. Looks like Zonda won the die roll. Both was happy and off we go.
But second, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, for aggro, I think going second is pretty solid because it gives you access to, you know, your level 2s going straight away. Strike Dagger probably going to show his worth right now.
Yeah, Levi has the 2-drop, of course, because his deck is all 2-drops.
Yeah. Which also I can get behind. I think if it follows a... Because a lot of the 2-drops can kind of keep up when it comes to trades and playing aggressively.
Yeah. But we have not seen any blockers from Levi yet, so it could be a rough matchup.
Yeah, he just straight takes out the thing. Rizal? Yep, there it is.
And at least the trades well.
Yeah, going for base most likely. Ooh,
Oh,
that's rough. I think he's just debating where this goes now. Because there's a chance this, yeah, back at shield still. Yeah, it's one of the rough things with playing aggro is for it to go well most of the time, you need to really, really commit to, you know...
Zonda had no play here.
Yeah, oh, that's rough.
That's wild. And knowing Levi's list, this could just be game because of that.
Yeah.
Because he will probably just play another 2 drops here.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing... Well, he needs to pitch for the Strike Gundam. Pitches another 2-drop. Again, I think this just runs into a Zaku too. He survives.
Yeah, it's very good attack.
One, yeah, just for the Kira, so...
Again.
Yeah, because this is just for nothing. This links is nothing. Well, it takes 1 damage because it goes into there. Zonda has to look.
It bites another one. Oh, Zonda did not shuffle his
Did not
button.
shuffle.
Tut.
Tut, tut, tut.
That will be really relevant. Not. Oh, is that another Kira? That's rough.
Oh. Honestly, I think that kind of solidifies game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, Gun kind of Is he not just going to take out the Rizel? I was about to say.
Yeah, I think they were just clarifying what the HP left was exactly on all the units.
Yeah. But Honda needs to do something else. He needs to make something happen. Oof. Gelka's in
The new pilot?
Yep. Gives a high maneuver and breach.
It also gets high maneuver?
Oh no, it's a Shah that gets high maneuver. I'm just so used to it only being Shah. So my brain just goes, oh, he's linked. It's just been, oh, Gelgug has a link. It's got a high maneuver. Cause I've like excludes like up until, because you know it's one of the new releases. I've just seen Xeon links give high maneuver. Wee.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Another strike.
Another one.
Yeah, that's what I said. We talked about it round one.
Yeah.
Against Echo, you just pitch Trophies off most of the time.
Yeah, just because it's a lot of resources to put in.
We drop here. Oh, a link our body.
Yeah, getting some aggro of his own. The big Zam.
The big Zam, yeah.
The big Zam. Honestly, an okay place for it to be is I don't think Levi's playing any blockers for big Zam to kind of hit.
Yeah, but I think Thunder is not in the worst spot if he has a couple units here. Levi is at 3 shields. And there's the Charling. I think I would just swing face here.
Yeah.
One, play out another unit.
Yeah, because he rigs, he's like, they'll just highly threaten lethal. No, decides to clear board.
But he doesn't. I'm not sure that is great. But we also don't know his hand, of course. Maybe it's just...
Yeah, he might, because again, because remember, he had like a massive off turn where he didn't play anything. So he might just be, you know, in dire need of...
Oh, took a Shah scale.
Yeah, well, we know he can link that next turn. Is he just clearing board?
Yeah.
Or yeah, he's just...
Probably didn't have any units in hand, so the trade, I guess, made sense, yeah.
Yeah, just go 2 for 2.
Ooh, another Shah.
Yeah, a couple of Xeon links.
No.
No, this is just the go wide. Here are all my units. Now yeah, now Zonda's the one that has to clear. Escapes, but you know, any kind of link in it.
This was nice to a link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only he has 2 cards in hand. Oh, sees a. What are we going to see pitched? Pitches an aisle. Oh, so he does run blockers.
So he is probably just A and maybe perfect for the high end. That would make sense.
Yeah, and he can just swing.
Pitching an Ale means his hand is very good.
Yeah. Are we gonna see? Is this the rebuild?
Yeah.
Oh, it just gets rid of. Yeah.
Kinda expected something like that.
I don't think there's any way mathematically for Zonda to win now. I think it's just over.
Yeah, I don't think anything of his can get big enough. Actually, no, the Gelgu can swing to take out the Ale. If it for some reason decided to block, it has high maneuver, so he could unblock that anyway. Yeah, I think maybe, like you said, no, just not hitting face when Levi wasn't threatening lethal was a little rough. Counting his Xeon units, so is he just... Are we going to see a Big Zam? I think he knows he's lost, so he just wants to be able to play Big Zam and blow a hole.
Gotta love the
yeah, that's just
is, like no out possible.
Yeah, it just passes out.
There's the reboot, like we thought.
Yeah. Oh, and that was in as well. Yeah, he was just saying that was just showing him. Yeah, you were done. No, maybe that's why it's in, because when in a going for lethal turn, that can be harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah, I think just Zonda having a turn where he wasn't able to do much.
And if Levi wins today, is he locked for first place in the season?
It would be 3 wins.
Levi's currently at 40 points. Zonda's the only one who can catch him at 25.
I should not have done that. I hate
Levi, so if Levi wins, he just got it, I think.
Yeah, 1 second. My OBS sometimes has a horrible habit of saying no, you cannot undo an action, otherwise we're going to make it so you cannot see anything that's going on. So stream will be able to see the game between Danny and Dino real quickly. And there we go, Danny versus Dino.
Yeah, let's hope that justice prevails, because justice is way cooler than win.
I'm gonna make it so they're facing each other on stream.
Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts on the Justice Gundam?
I think it's better than people gave it credit for as an aggro piece.
Aggro piece?
Yeah,
I think
because
it's one of the best control cards in the game.
You think so?
It's a straight +1, and it's a 5/5 that like that's actually so huge. Like if you like plan on playing the late game, if you put like any of the 2 HP pilots on it, it's just a 7 HP guy. So it even like their side can't even kill it.
True, very true.
And then it also comes with protection built in. So, like, I'm actually, like, really high on that card. Like, I don't know how good the red-white combination is so far, because, like, I don't think it can win against blue-white because of Show of Resolve. Like, it needs card advantage, but the card in itself is really, really strong.
Yeah, let me double check it. Because I remember reading it and thinking that is an LR, not compared to some of the others we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it just us? Okay, there, it's just on attack. I don't know why in my brain, because I think because of all the bad talking I heard, my brain was thinking, oh, so it's just a when paired effect. But no, because it's just on attack, you just keep on doing it.
You mean giving the blocker rush?
Yeah, just giving stuff a rush. I think that's.
But that effect doesn't even matter that much. Like,
it just gives you a blocker.
The stats and the first effect are what makes the cards good.
Yeah, you get a card, you get stats. Like as soon as there's like a white Atherin, this would probably be straight in blue-white control.
Yeah, I think if red-white is playable, like especially like a control-y or mid-range style, it's basically purely because of this card.
Yeah.
Also, like you said, imagine you put a red Atherin on it. It can even attack an active unit.
Yep.
It's so messed up. So it's 7 HP, so you can just attack an ale. So it's level 5, right?
Yeah. So even if he's got carry, it's just going, I'm going to remove your blocker. And there is nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And another one comes
More
out.
justice.
However, I do feel like it's going to very swiftly perish.
I think so. How would it perish it? Ah, you mean the blocker, yeah.
The blocker is going to perish. Yeah, it just when GUNDAM goes into it.
Full frontal. What is that deck then?
It's red-white, it seems. Again, probably, you know,
What kind of red white is that?
it's probably more a. So I think the way some people try and play red-white is they try and play it around, you know, the boss, like the you know the boss cards, the big units. So they will try and like have a bunch of blockers, a bunch of control cards, to then protect like the big cards. Like Sunanju gets high maneuver when it's paired. So, you know, it kind of just keeps hitting shields, and then they'll just block. Somebody tries to kill it, they go, no, I'm going to block it. And then they swing again, and they go, oh, hey, that thing that tried to kill me that survived, yeah, now it just gets pinged to death from Sunanju, for example. Or if they play in green, they'll try and protect their wing Gundams and their death scythes, so they can keep getting value, you know, like the maximum value from their big units. So I think it's like a much later game. It's like for this, it's a, you know, probably going to revolve around protecting Justice, protecting Sunanju if it comes out.
It here was pretty much required. I don't really agree with the base here, to be honest.
Yeah.
If he doesn't remove the wing here.
Like, he needs a pilot.
Very close name, though.
Yeah, he needs a pilot ale to get rid of the blocker.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he has a pilot. We know he has to put one.
Yeah, it's just if he was going to put it out.
Body bounced perfect. It's also very good.
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead. Probably bounces the ward red.
Yeah, he has to bounce as a wall, otherwise he's just going to block. This can take out the wing.
And that's.
And again, it's survive because it's got
a single justice traded with a fully linked wing.
It was that one wasn't linked because they
Wasn't linked. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, otherwise that would have been 7. But yeah, it just basically goes 1-for-1 with his big kill unit.
Yeah, but it also could have just traded with the linked wing if it was linked.
If it got damaged, yeah. Which I think in most cases
it does get damaged. Otherwise, the wing just can't attack because the 2/2 blocker
Yeah.
alone damages enough so the Justice can kill it.
Yeah, it's... Again, it is a stat stick. And stat sticks, especially in a, like... I think in, like, especially in, like, the early stages of a TCG's lifespan, stat sticks can do so much.
I really don't like this play. And you could just let the base die here, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah.
Also, Dino can't play his Perfect Strike down without bouncing the Justice again.
Yeah. No, I can feel Danny just going like, "Come on, play it. Come on, play it. Let me pick it back up again." Or
I think Dino swung into the Justice here, so this is a very good block.
yeah, it takes the 4 damage. So yeah, I think it was like swing into Justice, reduce the ale.
But why did the... That didn't really make sense. Like, did he reduce the ale?
Yeah, well.
In case the block doesn't
Oh, he
really make
just
sense.
played out, and Danny gets his Justice back.
Because the Justice would have traded with the Death Side. Right?
Yeah, unless he did swing for shields.
The block only makes sense if he reduced the Justice.
Yeah, it was a weird set of plays. So I can imagine the Justice is just going to come right back down again. It gives him another blocker.
Yeah. Arth would go really hard here.
Yeah. Nice question.
Also the last match of this round.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ale comes
not the Ale
down.
and full frontal. We saw.
Yep.
I think you just bounce the ward here, right? Yeah, and then swing it to the Death Side. So it always trades. This is a great spot for Danny now, actually. You also can still play out the Justice, because while it is level 7, it's also just 5 cost.
Yeah. Yeah, here comes the Justice. Yeah, just again, just... Yeah, so, because he now has 2 blockers out. No matter what, the Death Scythe gets traded with. Yeah, and now I think they both just emptied hands, so we're onto the top deck war now.
Yeah, you still always swing here, just reduce the blocker, right?
Yeah.
Just a top deck war now. Who top decks better?
Yeah, I think he swings here,
But also
reduces
just let
the...
your base die, I guess.
Yeah, I think him having the couple of blockers makes it a little rough. Here to do that. Yeah, and just takes the trade.
Interesting.
Not sure that's correct at all.
What's a block? What, blocking or swinging?
Blocking.
Yeah, it's a.
Because I don't think the base is that important. The token will probably die in the near future anyway, because there's already an ale on board.
I think he's just checking for how many pilots have been used. Just going, what's the odds of me hitting a pilot in shields? What's the odds of you know, getting a pilot from your top deck?
I don't think he has a choice here anyway. He needs to close out this game. Especially with another blocker. I don't think
and
that
it just
is
passes.
correct at all.
Oof. And Levi just gets a rig.
Also, if Dino wins, this was the last round, right?
Yeah, it would be. And Levi would again take another victory. He's just farming Sundom to fund his boxes.
I will probably ask the players if they want to play third round.
Yeah, this is what needs to happen. It needs to be swinging.
I'm pretty sure he also needed to swing last turn.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if he does let it through. He does let it through. And plays a perfect. Just getting a plethora of blockers out. Which again, for the top deck war is pretty solid. Another base. Another set of rigging his deck.
Was gone for a second there, sorry.
More blockers. I think, yeah, I was about to say, I think he forgot to forgot to order after playing St. Gabriel's. But again, it's not a card. It's not a card I've seen. It's not a card I've seen much of.
St. Garrett?
Yeah,
We've seen it a bit. We've just not been seeing a lot of green in the last few weeks.
that is very true. I'm still not convinced at how strong it is. I do feel like compared to some others, if I was just shot. What card are we going to see come out next? We need to see something big happen, I think. Yeah, it just needs to swing. It can't block, so it may as well just swing. Yep, just takes out.
Okay, what's Danny's last card? Probably a pilot.
Possibly.
That's wrong.
Oof. Yep, there's a.
But it's not game at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can get behind
Walking
that.
with the quickness.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that one. Because you know, it's not a one shot to the base.
What's Dino's last card here?
Yeah.
That's only 5 minutes left in a round, so could come down to it.
Yep. Yeah, thing is though, having the Justice out though could be really crucial for getting rid of the Ale Strike, because if he has a pilot in hand, he pairs it this turn. Like he plays a new unit, pairs with the Justice, swings Justice so the new unit can attack. And I think that basically should confirm a kill on the Ale, which again is the thing that's going to one shot.
What did Danny draw?
That is the question indeed. An Ale and a Pilot would be clutch here.
Yeah, of course.
We're just looking for 2 or 3. Goes 1. Is this the Pilot on Justice? It is.
Oh, yeah. That's enormous. Because now it lives if it swings into the Ale. Yeah, what's the last card?
If it's a unit, is it another Pilot? Again, probably swinging to.
I really like this swing, by the way.
Yeah, swinging to Ale. Oh,
my God, the
unforeseen.
At how much does it live? He forgot to use his base, right? He could have just used the space.
Yeah.
That actually lost him the game.
Or is the wait? No, is the base not specifically? Is it not? Is it not a? Is it not trait locked?
Is it only theft?
It might be trait locked.
I don't think that one is. No, friendly unit.
Oh yeah. Not. Just forgetting about the base.
That's not 1 HP, right? Like.
It was at 4. Does that? It goes to 5. Yeah, it lived on 1. The base mattered.
I will be hopping out for a second to talk to the players.
Yeah, understandable. That is an unfortunate thing to forget. Extremely unfortunate to forget. I think they're going to talk about if they want to hit, if they do want to do a 3rd round or not. Because with Daniel losing that we now do have an undefeated. But still some good close games though. I like it when games are close. Makes it significantly more interesting. We will see if we get that 3rd round. Yeah, Becca is the one that helps mainly run and talk to people, make sure everything's in order, and helps run the Limitless page for these Sunday events. That's why he has dipped momentarily.
I'm back.
Are we doing a round 3?
Yep.
Round 3, let's go. What way this will go, nobody knows. Levi hoping to
Kind of
take...
funny that the O2 player is at table 2 because the pairings are really effed up now.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly get all the round numbers and timers sorted properly, the names sorted, and then I will be getting things...
Welcome to round 3 of the Levi livestream.
Yep. There we go, and transitioned over. Both players just getting shuffled up now. I'm really curious to what the leaderboards are going to look like after this, though. Especially if Danny wins this.
Yeah, probably just tiebreaker. Levi has an insane tiebreaker at the moment, though.
True.
Or it's just opponents. It's opponents win percentage. Okay, it could be kind of close actually.
Yeah, we'll say, as much as I like Levi, I do think I'm cheering on Danny for this one. Unless Levi whips out the rare aerial, I'll be cheering for Danny.
The rarial.
The rarial. Because we've seen him play a lot of discard to get his commands in trash for the Michaelis.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Turn that the dice have been rolled. The die has been cast. Turn order is known.
Why is it called the die has been cast, by the way? Never understood that.
It's to do with like fate and choices. So like and your number being up. So the die has been cast is the dice has been rolled, like the dice of fate.
Yeah, I know what it means, but I don't know why it's called the die has been cast. Like you don't cast dice.
It's because the English language is 3 other languages in a trench coat pretending to be one language. So we just have a lot of words where, so for example, you cast a spell, but you also cast a net, for example.
Ah, okay.
So we have lots of things like that. Where we have words that could just mean the same thing.
So cast the net is then just the same as cast the die. Cast probably has some meaning, close to throwing.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Also, I did just say that
you're also throwing nets.
Yeah, I've also just seen the challenge just hit 100 subs. Thanks for that, triple digits.
Oh.
Woo! Look, Ma, I'm on top of the world. Bringing you your weekly, or mostly weekly tournament. There's going to be a couple of weeks, I think it's going to be 3 weeks in the next few months where I will be away for other things. So I will be unavailable to stream, but while I am here, I will be back. And always here to provide you with your weekly Sundom as much as possible.
When are you gone? Which week?
There's 2 Sundays in August and 2 Sundays in September.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, as Levi is playing, seems to be going fairly aggressively. Just 2 Zowarts trading for 2 Daryl Balls, the Michaelis then taking it. Filling trash with commands. Another Michaelis.
Yeah, Michaelis stats are not horrible even without the boost. His level is just 10.
Yeah, no, I honestly I think Michaelis is really solid. If especially like you play something like with more commands in it, I think Michaelis is like a really, really good card.
This is a lot of competition on its spot.
Yeah. This is a very fast game.
This doesn't look good for Levi.
Yeah. Oh, but he does follow
That's
up.
a good counter though. Yeah. Levi wanted to bounce the other double body. I understand. This of course
Yeah.
makes total sense. Because the left one like insulted his family and the right one didn't.
Yeah, the rough part is though now he cannot play it back out, otherwise he's just going to give him the Isle Strike back. Yeah, this is actually a really rough position with Danny now because he kind of can't. He can't play any of the big blockers out, otherwise he just gives it back. Oof, the red card though.
Which one is that?
It's the one that just says, "Oh, pick on your opponent's units and shoot it. Just deal it 1 damage."
Oh, yeah.
It's gun tank but with stats, basically. Although I think that one is just pick a unit. It doesn't matter if it's suspended or not. So it's what Gundam could have been. Oh yeah, it's what the gun tank could have been.
The Gundam is also a 1 cost level 2.
Yeah.
Kinda justified. I think he would go really hard for Danny.
Yeah. He's picking and holding a few.
Oh. Yep, there it is.
Atherin clears. Probably just goes to take out a bunch. Yeah, because like now he's threatening lethal. If he plays another thing out, then yeah, oof. Danny with the final round clutch, maybe. If he goes, because the thing is, we know Levi doesn't seem to be running that many blockers. From what we've seen he has a lot of 2-drops. I think he still has a Michaelis in hand, so if he has a Selector, he can take out a few units. But even then, he's like, no, he has like 4 HP, 5 HP on a bunch of these units that just won't be able to be taken out. Yeah, you let this one go through. If he swings with a Gundam, you block it. Oof. Does he have...
This does not look good for Levi.
Yeah.
Like, then he can always decide to trade here. Doesn't matter what.
Yeah, or he can just say...
Levi does here.
Yeah, I think he can just say, yeah, I'll give you the perfect strike.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if he reduces the perfect, then he just doesn't block in the trade. Exactly what happened here.
Yeah. Does he have another link in hand? That's the big question. just
Just
says
praying for base.
just yeah. I think that's all you can do at that point. So if Danny draws a link, then it is all over. Yeah, I think he has it because he's just gone straight to the paint, and he just Danny takes the game.
And
he did have the link in hand. He had the link in hand. What was it? Full frontal blocker.
No.
Gets that. So he gets another blocker back. But yeah, Danny takes that one very fast.
Yeah.
So hopefully that means we get to move over to another game, which will be... Oh, it looks like Zonda and G-Shadow just finished as well.
Yeah. Then I guess table 3.
Yeah, looks like we're going to a...
Yeah. G-Shadow 1.
Yeah. So we have Kujax and Dino Dast. And I'm going to kind of try and...
This does not look good for Kujax.
Yeah, I just got the game up on stream now, had to rearrange a lot of things to make... Yeah, Kujax is play a lot available. Should probably do that with Dino Dast.
Is there a side 7 on the board? Or is it a new base?
No, that is a side 7. That is a side 7 on the board from Kujax. Yeah, it is very much looking rough. This looks like a lethal turn as it gets passed over. Yeah, Death Scythe as well. There's another link. So it just takes out base.
This could just be it.
Oof, it's another side 7. But it's only 4 health,
But
so
it's 4 HP, right?
it's 4 HP, so we can just swing a one of these handy dandy 4 HP units into it. Amaro, and then
that's probably it.
Death Scythe takes game. It was a very fast last round. People said they wanted a round.
Very fast event.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, this round though, people said they wanted another round, and they decided it started. They went, actually, let's get this over with.
By the way, is that a doggo
I think it is.
in his armpit?
Yeah, he's holding the dog.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. It didn't quite make it on stream because I've had to readjust the camera to make the cards more visible. Yeah, you can just about see it. However, I can.
Guillotine choke on the dog.
I can show. I know people like dogs. I myself am not a fan because I have a phobia. But there's the dog for those who actually. Here is the dog for people that care about dogs on stream. There is a dog in the arms. People have had their daily dose of dog.
Everybody knows, of course, that cats are cooler than dogs.
Yeah, I am very much a cat person myself. Comparatively. And by that I mean I don't have a phobia of cats. Of course I'm going to prefer them.
And that's it for the event.
And that's it for the event.
And Levi won.
It didn't matter. The very, very strong... Like you said, all of them are the same.
They have the
Exact same.
tiebreaker.
How do we settle this then? What is it that's given Levi the win here? Because the top 3 are...
I mean, it's deserved. Because
Yeah, he won before the
he
undefeated.
basically already won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will head out here now. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
And like clear up the situation.
Yeah. And I will clear up with the YouTube audience. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this hope you all enjoyed this week's Sunday. It was a smaller event, it was a very quick event. However, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for the 100 subscribers on YouTube. I have nothing to celebrate. If you're on the Discord, the link is in the description of the live stream. If you want to join there, you will see Man in Blue, or Man in Sundom as I am currently nicknamed. You can be like, hey, I want this for 100 subs. Please. And I might do it. Only time will tell if I decide to do something for 100 subscribers. I don't know. I have never been in this situation before, but it has been fun to do all the video things that I've done, to do all the live streams for Sundom. Yeah, thanks so much everybody for watching. And again, I will see you all next week. Goodbye.